So what is up, everyone? Today is Wednesday, February 11th. I'll be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. So I'm coming to the session with a pretty bullish bias. So I know NFP came out earlier this morning. We had a pretty big move up, honestly. You can see like NFP came out at like 8:30, around there. We just kind of spiked up. I know we are kind of like high up in this range over here. I will admit that. Yeah, I was hoping we would like Judas down at open. It looks like we're just barely coming down. I was hoping for more of a retracement at open. But I know a lot of times like I like to target data lows, but like honestly in this case, like I feel like the data lows are just like so far away. I'm gonna kind of ignore them unless we start trending toward them. It's like, yeah, it's like what, 250 points away. Like these data lows kind of mean nothing currently right now. But I would love if we were to come down and like sweep out this 930 wick though, maybe. Cause we're gonna put in this 930 wick over here. Because like kind of like similar to data lows and data highs, like if we leave a wick at 930, sometimes I like to target that. So like I'm not necessarily going to target it, but I look for like a sweep of it and a continuation, hopefully. We might be so bullish I might not even get that, but we'll see. I mean, for bullish targets, right? So I mean, like why I'm bullish, right? Like on the daily. It's like this daily candle is moving bullish right now. Honestly, I just feel like we're going to close through this volume balance. I know I can't like really anticipate that, but I don't know why. I feel like lower time frame, I feel like that's like the order flow we're kind of giving. Like look at the 4 hour, right? We're respecting this 4 hour gap that we've been trading inside. Right, we came really close to maybe closing through it, but we never actually closed through it. We respected the 4 hour. We're delivering up. Where are we delivering to, right? We're delivering to this internal high over here. And past there, honestly, there's another unfilled 4 hour gap over there. I could see us hitting that as well. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure the high is SNT'd. Yeah, the high is SNT'd, but still, I think it's a good target. But even the 4 hours SNT'd, yeah. But I'm bullish regardless. There's a chance we might get a sweep this low. I would love if we can open up like a nice 1 minute gap here when we sweep it, but man, I'm speaking too soon. I already started stream. The kick bots are already here. 3 minutes in. I wonder what percentage of like real people come to my stream on Kick. It's got to be like one person like a month. So I'm hoping that we can open up this 1 minute gap, take out this 930 low, and then okay, we took out the 930 low. I need to wait 20 seconds for that 1 minute gap to form. I gotta check. Is there a 30-second I could take as backup? Not really, no. So, okay, 9, 8. Come on, open up this gap, please. I just didn't want it to wick up and not form a gap, because honestly, this could be a nice long. What's my stop loss gonna be? 45 points, which is like 4 contracts. So honestly, if we close through this 1 minute gap and don't put in an SNT at the high, I honestly might take this. I know it's pretty early on. So good morning, bro. What's up, Vizit? How are you? This is better though. I mean, we're retracing a little more. Honestly, if we can even come down to this more like discounted 15 minute down here, that might be nice. You said I'm not trading the 9 a.m. candle 1 hour. Looks like a consolidation candle. I mean, yeah, it's because NFP really threw us up really high. I mean, I'm not really looking at this long anymore. We're so far away from that 1 minute. Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking if we could maybe tap into this discounted 15 minute and then maybe give like a 3-minute inverse, like a 4-minute or something like that. Or I feel like it'll probably be a 5-minute actually. Honestly, if I can get a 5-minute inverse coming out of this 15-minute, that wouldn't be too bad. And I mean, we're already in a 15-minute, but if we can come down to this like discounted 15-minute. Interesting. The only time frame with gaps in this leg really is the 1 minute, and the 1 minute's just not good because there's like 2 separate 1 minute gaps here, and it's also just not like clean. I feel like. I feel like for example, if we opened up like a 5-minute gap, like the way it was forming, that would have been nice, but like we didn't. How do you say your name? What's up, Goal Unclear? Goal Unclear. That would make more sense. I went dyslexic for a second there. We came really close to this discounted 15-minute. I don't even know. I wonder, is it really discounted? Technically, yeah. Because I feel like the gap isn't in discount, so I'd call it discount. You said we will probably form a lower low and then go up, then come back to 10 a.m. And bro said JP Morgan told me this. We will sweep the low inside the OTE, the 1 hour gap. Yeah, after it formed. That's what I was kind of figuring out. And there's like literally no gaps here on any time frame except for there's some 1 minutes, but it's so close to this 15-minute gap. I really want to see it hit this 15-minute gap down here. I feel like, honestly, even if we start moving up here, I feel like it'd be sus to leave behind like a low right next to an unfilled gap that I want to see get hit. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it finally got hit. There's no gap in the 30-second. There's no gap in the 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if we keep moving like this, honestly, we might even take out these data lows, maybe. Like, honestly, I don't see it happening, but it's possible. Looks like we're getting a reaction off that 15-minute gap already, though. I wish that the only thing is there's no bearish gap here. Like, honestly, I feel like I would be looking to take an inversion if there was some bearish gap, but there's really no bearish gap here. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key regret not Bro said first W for trade evade. It's actually nice you can check custom time. Oh, so like you could do like the 2-minute chart, for example. Because I know you didn't want to pay for TradingView Premium. Like a 2-minute chart. At least that's cool. Maybe you can beef with trade evade a little less. But I'm not gonna lie, I low-key regret not full porting NFP. I know, like, I feel like that's a funny thing to say, but I feel like it would have played out so well this time. I was thinking I'll full port CPI instead. I feel like CPI is usually a better full port day. Then we're really reacting off this 15-minute gap. And I know there is this 1 minute here, and I technically even like could take it maybe and go break even the other 1 minute, but like I don't know, it's not something I really want to take. It'd be better for me if maybe we could come down, like sweep out this low, maybe give an inversion off of that. It's like clean. Or maybe even come down, take out the Dow low. It looks like I think ES is going to come down and hit that same gap I want to see get hit. I want to know why YouTube gave me a notification that I'm going live. It's like, watch Tim B272 live now. It's like, yo, this is my own live stream. I don't think I've ever gotten a notification tell me to watch my own live stream before. You said price action right now is like watching a movie? Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I'd say I think it's kind of mid right now. I'm hoping 10 a.m. kind of gives a cleaner move. Because, I mean, like, we could, honestly, it'd be nice. Maybe we could shop here until 10 a.m. Maybe sometime around 10 a.m. Maybe, like, in the, the 950 macro, like the 10 a.m. macro. Maybe it would manipulate down. Give a reaction back up. You said, can you watch yourself? Yeah, it'll let me watch myself on my phone, yeah. Sometimes I do that to check audio if I'm wondering how something sounds. This is a really choppy price action right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the main thing that gives away it's choppy too is like there's like just literally no gaps over here. Not a single gap. It's starting to move a little bit now, I guess, maybe. Maybe I jinxed it. So, I mean, we're about to close through this 1 minute. I mean, it's not like I'm going to take a long off that or anything, because there's still like another 1 minute up here. So, like, there's no saying this 1 minute could hold. But, I feel like it's just not a clean price leg. You said I hope it dumps back down. Honestly, me too. I'm hoping around 10 a.m. Like, maybe 10 a.m. we can kind of dump down. Like, re-sweep this low down here. This is honestly a nice dump back down. I kind of like this. That's why I was saying too. Remember I was saying about, like, even if we invert this first 1 minute gap, there's no saying the second 1 minute gap might hold. Like, I feel like it's unlikely, but in this case, right, like this second 1 minute gap up here did hold. So I'm hoping things are probably going to start getting a little cleaner in, like, what, 2 minutes? Because I feel like the 10 a.m. macro is usually pretty good. Just like the first and last 10 minutes every hour. Because we're going to open up a new 4-hour candle, a new 1-hour candle. I'm not going to lie, I really don't like that much that we have, like... Isn't this a devil's mark? Like, there's a wickless candle in the 4-hour. No, there's a small wick, I lied. It's not even like we put in an S&T at that low either. I feel like there are all these stacked lows. I feel like it could come down and sweep these. And honestly, even if I were to take a long right now, I really wouldn't like it because I feel like I'd have all these like stacked lows at my stop loss. And I don't really like putting stacked lows at my stop loss. So like I'll wait for like a sweep of these lows. Then I'll take a long. And maybe even like there's like this low inside this gap. Well, I mean technically this is like a fresh 15-minute gap. We most recently tapped into it. But like over to the left there was like a low inside of here. Maybe we can sweep that one as well. React off that. That's probably a 5-minute gap, I bet. Or it's a low inside of a 5-minute gap. I'm low-key expecting it's probably gonna run all these lows in like a second here, honestly. So I feel like when it runs stack lows, I feel like it goes through them pretty quick, usually at least. And price action kind of choppy right now, but So ES tapped into the same gap I want to see get hit, the NQ hit. I wonder, is there... I wouldn't even take this 30-second, honestly. There's low resistance liquidity below. I still want to see all these lows get ran first, honestly. Oh, wow, this 30-second even inverted. I'm not taking this. I just don't like there's low resistance at the stop. Like, this is pretty much what I'd look for if we were to take all these lows. Like, form a gap, immediately invert it. I'm hoping that setup fails. It's looking like this thing's going to fail. So I made the right decision passing up on this, most likely. Yeah, that would have stopped me out. So, like, why did I... Well, it came really close. It'll probably hit it. But, like, why did I pass up on this? I feel like there's, like, all these stacked lows, and I just hate putting stuff like that at my stop. Like, I never put, like, equal highs, equal lows, low resistance liquidity, data highs, data lows, like, directly at my stop. I like how I'm about to start talking about this, and what's it about to do? Miss my stop by a couple ticks? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, once it takes out all these lows, then I would be comfortable taking a long. Yeah, and yeah, it would have stopped me out. I feel like the 30-second can be kind of, like, choppy and have a lot of noise, if that makes sense, though. Like, the 30-second, I feel like, gives a lot of setups, but, like, you shouldn't be taking a lot of them, if that makes sense. He said, good morning, Tim. How are you doing? I'm probably just going to hop in for a few minutes. Checking out Blake's stream today and Kick. Never seen him stream before. That's what's up. I used to watch Blake stream a lot when he used to have his, like, Discord. But appreciate you stopping by, though. I'm good. How are you, bro? I saw, yeah, he is streaming on Kick today. He's probably going to have mad people watching him. He said there's 4K people right now? That's mad people. I remember when I used to be in his Discord, he like it was a paid Discord, and it was like $100 a month, and he used to have like 1,000 people in there toward the end. It'll be funny. I wonder if the recording of that'll be saved. I might go back and rewatch it and see like how me and him viewed things differently, if that makes sense. Compare our analysis. Oh. There's some shop over here. You said, yeah, it's interesting to see a difference. Are you bullish or bearish? Right now, I'd say I'm bullish, honestly. I want to see, like, these lows get taken first and maybe take a long off of that. But... You said safe plan is Blake, I think. He's thinking bullish until the NFP candle gets disrespected. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking that in my head. I was thinking, honestly, I was going to say maybe we'd come down and sweep the data lows. But honestly, I feel like if we come that far down, like I feel like all these higher time frame candles are flipping too hard. We're like, honestly, if we come and even like take out the NFP low, we're probably bearish, honestly. If I had to guess. I'm hoping, though, if we can open up like this 1 minute gap. Ooh, this is looking nice. So we swept all those lows, right? Remember I was saying when all the stacked lows get ran, it's quick? Like, that was the type of quick run. You said, where's the NFP low? I just want to see if the NFP low is, if you look at the 830 low, what, it's like 25, 238.75. But, ooh, I like this. This is, well, I don't want us to dump too hard, but. So essentially, I want to see us come pretty quickly back up off of this. Right? Like, this was an accumulation up here. I want to see us manipulate down and then distribute back up, right? So I'm really hoping this 1 minute gap can form. At least. Exciting stop loss. 71 points. So we open up this 1 minute gap. Honestly, if any of these candles just start shooting up and just close through a gap really quick, I'll probably take a long. But I always got to pay attention to what's the highest time frame gap. So for example, if this 2 minute opens up, I'll wait for an inverse of the 2 minute. If we open up a 3 minute somewhere, I'll pay attention to that. So why are you bullish? I mean, I feel like we're moving in bullish order flow. I mean, I know we swept this high over here and we're kind of reacting off of it, but I mean, like, I feel like there's other highs above. I mean, if we take out the data low and just keep moving down, I'll flip bias, but right now I think this 15-minute gap, there's a chance it could hold. I mean, are there any SMTs at the highs? I don't see any clear SMT at the highs. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty hard dump. I feel like if we open up like a 5-minute gap here, I feel like that could be a really good condition. Where like, after we open that up, if we trade back into it and respect it, I'll start targeting data lows. And like, if we come up and close through it though, I'll probably just look for longs. I mean, we still have to wait 4 minutes for it to form though. So we opened up this 2-minute. So I gotta pay attention. This 2 minutes, the highest time frame gap. If we shoot up really quick, we wouldn't open up that 5-minute. So we're bearish. Look at the previous 4-hour candle. Oh yeah, it's 10. I mean, with the wick on top. I mean, yeah. I feel like we're also trading inside this 4-hour gap, but we kind of reacted off of it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's looking pretty bearish, but I feel like this is like the last. I think it's like the last area. If we inverted the highest time frame gap, I'd probably try it, but I don't think it's necessarily going to happen. Yeah, we're probably going to open up this 5-minute. The thing is, I would like to take, like, let's say if we open up the 5-minute and give a reaction out of it, I would take a short to data lows, but like, I'm probably not getting an entry on that. Bro said too many D in it. I would never take like a higher time frame like inversion, but I feel like this 1-hour gap, if we close through this, I feel like we're definitely bearish. I feel like. So we still haven't taken out data low. We're getting kind of close to it. So what's good, Tim? What's the bias for today? What's up, Kane? How are you? Honestly, I feel like right now I'm kind of flipping bearish, to be honest. I was bullish originally, but I feel like just, especially the way like the 1-hour candle just, like a body couldn't even close above these highs. 4-hour. I wanted to be bullish, honestly, but I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't think I'm going to get it. But to be honest, like at this moment right now, if we could retrade into this 5-minute gap we're about to form and give me an inverse coming down at data lows, that's like right now the main thing I'm looking for. I think ES is probably about to take data lows right now. ES came like 2 ticks away from data lows, but it never hit it. It might be a long shot asking it for this, but if we can pull up to this 5-minute gap and I can get an inverse coming out of there. The only thing is I just feel like we're not going to retrace up that high. But if we do, I'd look for a short. You said take anything thus far? No, I haven't taken anything so far. Actually, I think ES is probably about to take data lows now. Actually, I lied. It's just edging them. Oh yeah, so ES finally took data lows. Bro said, I'm still waiting for a Korean girl to come here and hit on you. You look Asian. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've anyone ever said it in a good way, don't worry. I wasn't thinking of it in a bad way. But I feel like I've never had anyone tell me I look Asian before, to be honest. I mean, you know, maybe if I was Asian, I'd be better at trading. Said maybe my resolution's just bad. No, you're good. I don't know. You said that was funny. Dude, I'd be saying, well, maybe, you know, speaking of traders, you guys know, I mean, I know, no hate against him, but do you guys know Q Thao? I know he always be like live trading on TikTok. You know, he's Asian, but I wouldn't say I mean, he wouldn't be mad at me saying this. I feel like he's not the best trader. He calls himself unprofitable all the time, I feel like. Honestly, it appears, I don't keep tabs on people, but it appears he's gotten better at trading lately. He said Asian traders are wild, the Japanese ones to be exact. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese trader. I mean, I don't really pay attention. So we're probably not pulling back this 5-minute gap I want to see get pulled back to. Oh, you know, actually, I think I've seen that thing you're talking about. There's a Japanese dude who turned 1K into like 12 million in like 7 years without selling any course. I like how you specified that. I think I know who you're talking about though. Well, I don't know him. I saw an article about it or something. So we took out data low on NQ. We're just dumping. He said South African gold traders are goated too? Interesting. At this point, honestly, I'm waiting for a pullback for shorts at this point, to be honest. He said, I know a dude, he's South African, he's crazy. Before I knew what top ticking was, this dude existed. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how people be like doing top ticking. Like, you're really telling me you're gonna like do analysis and be like, yep, up here at 25, 465, I'm gonna put a limit there and that's gonna be high of day, and they just are right. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm sure they lose a lot and only post their wins, but like, regardless. Damn, we were just melting down. So I was watching a video on top ticking, and I only stayed for 2 minutes of the video. I'm pretty sure they look at like the consequent encroachment, like 50% of like higher time frame wicks, and I think they look at like some of them also look at like what, the Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, Fibonacci, yeah, standard deviation, yeah, exactly, yeah. You said, did you get a trade in? I haven't found anything so far, Dylan. Said nerds. I mean, call them nerds, but some of these guys make so much money. Like, I don't know if you guys know, like, Matthew Scriv. Like, he used to be, like, a fitness influencer. I can't remember if, he said at least some are profitable. Yeah, like, dude, Matthew Scriv, he'd be pulling in crazy payouts. Like, I think he had, like, an 100K month, I'm pretty sure. Or something close. I mean, I don't really keep tabs on him like that. You said me saying nerds don't mean I'm hating my brother's a big nerd too. But I don't think he's emotionally good for trading. Yeah, I feel like trading requires a bunch of like different skills. Like you have to be regulated emotionally. You have to be like persistent. I feel like if you lack any of the above, you're cooked. Damn, we're just dumping. So I'm trying to think, where are some good bearish targets? I mean, we could be trending toward this low over here. I mean, obviously, we're about to take out this low. Honestly, and thinking higher time frame, I'm assuming, you know, this volume imbalance? You remember before I said something saying, honestly, I think this thing might get inverted? I lied. Honestly, this volume imbalance is probably going to hold on the daily, and it might send us bearish, honestly. Because I was trying to think what's sending us lower. You said textbook set up AMD today, yeah. Accumulated here, manipulated above these highs. I wonder if we opened up a 5-minute gap and respected it. Maybe I would have tried to short down. I feel like I was too bullish then, though. Maybe, I don't know. I just hate how we haven't pulled back into any 5 or 15-minute gap, really. Like, bearishly. Is that even a word, bearishly? Dude, guys, if you ever feel bad for not finding an entry in a trade, just remember there's someone in the world in long still expanding their stop loss. So what am I supposed to do this price action, bro? Nothing. Honestly, that's what I'm doing. I haven't taken any trades. I haven't really found any clean entries. And I mean, it's annoying that it said no retrace. Yeah, exactly. There's no retrace. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying, but it's kind of the name of the game. I mean, sometimes this happens. You said there was a mech at the top, a 30-second? Oh, wait. Are we talking this 30-second right next to... Honestly, that's a little too close to open for me. Oh, wait. You're talking before the open. Did I fade that too? Oh, you see, you mean it just happened? You said it's a win-win situation. You have to be picky about it. I mean, yeah, and I always say, like, honestly, like, you might not have made money, you might not have got an entry, but at least, like, your analysis was right. You knew where things wanted to go. And on top of that, you didn't lose money, right? Like, I feel like, like, you didn't make money, but you also didn't lose money, and not losing money is victory, too. You said, my patience and discipline really tested today. I wanted to catch the falling knife so bad. Well, sounds like you didn't, so good stuff, Dylan. Yeah, for a bit, I'm not gonna lie, for a bit, I wanted to catch it too. But I feel like it's really blatantly bearish. Like, this type of reaction off these highs. And, like, even though we've taken out this low over here, I don't necessarily think we're gonna react off that. We're probably just gonna keep running lower. Like, we might offer some small, like, retrace to a 5 or a 15-minute gap now that we've taken out that low, but, like, you said I'm still trying to catch the falling knife if there's a good pullback. I hope it works out for you. Bro said, if I get a 5-minute IFEG, I actually might think about getting a second job before I enter longs. Oh. I'm just hoping we can pull back to a 5-minute so I can take a short out of it. Because honestly, right now, I am pretty bearish, honestly. I want to see this low get taken over here. Which is pretty far away, to be honest. Oh, yeah, you said, by the way, the trade we took yesterday, I saw people get stopped out on social media. People said they kept rage baiting us. Dude, yeah. I literally saw people saying, if you took this setup, quit trading. I was like, dude, like, it wasn't even that bad of a setup. And then, yo, I saw, like, I was actually getting pissed off. I think I saw 2 separate people say that. And then after that, I saw someone else saying, oh, you know, actually, you know, he made the same joke, but then he was like, nah, I'm joking. He was like, it's only okay if you took the 30-second re-entry. And I was like, I didn't even take the 30-second. Yeah, I had to stop scrolling on social media yesterday. I'm not going to lie. And then Dodgy, there was some clip of him. Bro, oh my God, there's some clip of him he was posting where he goes, you know, this setup isn't really light bulb for me. I don't like this setup. And like, I feel like you guys here, we make jokes every day saying Dodgy takes every setup. It's like the one setup I take, Dodgy's like, nah, I don't like this one. It's like, oh. And of course it fails too. Not even break even. You said, what's the trade Dodgy took today? Bro said, yeah, we should definitely just stop trading and get some 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. construction job at this point. I genuinely don't know, like, any period in my trading career where I've gone this long with, like, taking this few of trades. Like, it's good I'm not forcing anything. Yeah, but someone said, what trade did Dodgy took today? Honestly, I can be a pocket watcher and go look. I'm usually good about finding that. Well, he was trading live for NFP. Did he post any reels? Oh, he actually hasn't posted anything, really, so I wouldn't really know what he took. He normally be posting either on his story or he posts a reel. You said Dodgy took the 1 second IFVG? Yeah, exactly. He came to the 1 second time frame, and then when we came up here, we swept out this high, and then you saw this this 1 second market structure shift up here. I'm obviously joking. said I think he's live on YouTube. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's live on TikTok too. You said Dodgy or TGR? I think. Well, we're talking about Dodgy right now, but TGR might be live too. You know what I think's interesting? I feel like a lot of these traders, I feel like they started live trading now. Like, I feel like not that many people would live trade, and I feel like now more and more people are doing it. You said who you think's a better trader? Oh, Dodgy or TGR? I guess I'm a little biased because I trade inversions, so I might say Dodgy. I also feel like Dodgy's more transparent. I feel like TGR is more of like a gatekeeper, so I can't really analyze him as well, if that makes sense. You said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but TGR is legit. Not, yeah, exactly. Like, not all the money he makes is from trading, but he knows how to trade, though. Like, I'm not going to say, like, his Barabbas. Like, he makes bread selling mentorships, but just because he sells mentorships, like, I mean, like, and he trades live on Kick, and I feel like you can't fake that. Because, like, yeah, Prince said, like, it builds more credibility to trade live. Like, yeah, exactly. So I feel like some of these dudes, like, they're trying to sell their, like, mentorship or whatever. And it's like, I'm sure it's pretty easy to sell mentorship if you can bank live in front of people. You said TGR is hilarious. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, one thing I'd be jealous of him, I feel like he can stream on Kick, because, like, people will follow him anywhere, if that makes sense. And, like, and when he's on Kick, he can do whatever he wants. Bro brings up Zaloria again. I was actually, you know, some videos about her were coming up my For You page the other day. Oh yeah, it was this dude. He's like, I've been trading for 4 years. I've been posting videos for so long. And Zaloria comes around and gets like however many followers in like a couple months, and she's paper trading. People are buying her mentorship or whatever it is, a group. I don't know what she's selling. Yo, speaking of girl traders though, you guys know that girl Charlotte? I know she hung out with like Brez Scales and like Patrick from PB Trading, kind of recently, I guess. But she's mad funny, but I also question if she can actually trade. Bro said, I'm just pissed off, not even at what she's doing, but her eyes are not even like, it's contact? Like what, she's changing the color of her eyes? I guess it really triggers you, her eyes are a different color? Oh my god, what even is a retrace? Like, cause we're about to open up a 15-minute gap. I feel like it would have been nice. I was hoping maybe we could pull back into like a bearish 15-minute gap and give a reaction out of there. So not gonna lie, I'm a little pissed she's kind of fine. She's acceptable. Bros, I can't believe I just said that. She's also like, I feel like she's so skinny to the point where it's not like good, if that makes sense. Oh, you know, this is a weird transition, but you know, speaking of girls, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up and Alpha Futures is running their Valentine's Day sale, so it's 20% off all evaluations until like the end of the week. I want to say it's like the 15th at midnight the sale ends, but it's 20% off all evaluations. And if you guys do want to full port CPI, because I will be full porting CPI on stream Friday, so if you guys want to full port it along with me, you can buy some zero accounts, their 1 day pass, and just do what I do with 3 contracts. Said Tim B272 more fine though. Hey yo, thanks. But bro said, can I shoot my shot with Alpha Futures customer support service? I wouldn't recommend that. Imagine getting banned from prop firm because you're hitting on the representatives. It's like, you know, your name's Cecil. It sounds like a beautiful name. You said, facts, did you get a haircut recently? Yeah, I got a haircut The last night, pretty much, like last afternoon, I guess I should say. Said maybe I'll get a date. Is it 100% bad for sure? Yeah, I know they have. I think when they've had platform issues, though, I know they've had to say in the Discord, they're like, guys, if you don't treat our representatives with respect, we will ban you. Because I'm assuming when there's platform issues, people probably get mean. That makes sense. I want to know when they're going to drop. It's called Alpha Trader. I'm assuming it's going to be like Alpha Futures versions of Top Step X. So it'll be nice to have like a trading platform on a company it's like not Top Step. That's good. I wonder if Blake got a trade. I feel like if he did, he posted on his story. And there's nothing on the story, I don't think. You know, one thing I respect about Blake, I feel like he'll take a trade. He must like hit take profit, and then he must like immediately like record his trade recaps. I feel like he'll be posting trade recaps in what feels like milliseconds. He said, but imagine my game is so good the CEO steps down just to make me the CEO, or I mean, whatever you want to imagine, bro. I think my screen's gonna freeze for a millisecond. Are we actually gonna pull back into a 5-minute gap for the first time? I just don't like how we're so overextended, even like short now. Like, it's whatever. I really would love if we could pull back into this 15-minute gap up here, but was advising you good today. Some vivid dreams. Was advised it's delusional. Here's my bot of the day. What's up? What even is your name? This bot is named Selfish Sekunu? Dude, I suck at reading names. Dude, some guy in Kick joined this morning. His name was Goal Unclear. I think it took me 5 minutes to read his name. He said, what kind of name is that? Yo, these bots have the craziest names. They probably just have like random name generators. You know, obviously I'm gonna keep watching, and like if anything obvious presents itself, I'll take it. But like honestly, this might be another one of these days where I get no trade, because like I feel like at first I was bullish. We hit like this obvious high up here. We reacted strongly off, but I flipped bias, and now it's like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say we're trending toward this low over here, but I want a good pullback before we hit it. I don't know. I just need more price action to play out, pretty much. Because, like, at this moment in time right now, like, there's nothing really for much to do. And, like, honestly, even if we do pull back into, like, this 5-minute gap here, react out of it, I'm low-key kind of sussed out by that. Because I just feel like this leg as a whole, like, we're only going to pull back into a 5-minute gap and react off of it. Like, maybe if we pull back into this 15-minute gap over here, that's at least somewhat close to equilibrium. But what's up, Peter? How are you? Interesting. So we're starting to pull up a little bit finally. I mean, we did tap into this 5-minute gap. I'm not really looking to take shorts out of this just yet. I really want to see us pull a little higher to this other gap here. It's 15. You said, would you trade this toward the 15-minute? I mean, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, if we invert this 5-minute gap over here, you could take a long to the only thing I don't like is there's like another 5-minute gap. It's like really small right above this tiny one. We have to invert both those, and I just feel like it's kind of counter trend. I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly. I think it's just smarter, me personally, just to wait for after that happens. We'll tap into this 15-minute and probably hopefully react off it pretty quick. CDS is very risky. Yeah, I'd say it's on kind of on the riskier side. Yeah, I'm not saying it can't work out, but he said, but I think either we tap into the 15-minute or, yeah, honestly, yeah, it's either going to consolidate or if we retrace higher up into the 15, it might deliver quicker, but this is nice. I mean, we're slowly trending up. I mean, I really want to see us tap. I probably said this 10 times, but I really want to see us tap into this 15-minute gap. Give a reaction out of this. You guys like my beautiful drawing? Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I feel like it might go a little higher in that gap. I wonder how close this actually is. What's going to happen, honestly? It's following my drawing pretty well so far. And that's the thing about like, that 5-minute inverse. Like, even though we inverse this first 5-minute gap, there technically still is this other like really tiny 5-minute gap we never inversed. I know we're low-key reacting down, but I really don't want to take a short until we tap into this 15-minute gap up here. So I mean, in my ghetto drawing before, I mean, I think I drew like there was a leg down. So hopefully now we'll kind of have the next leg up that'll actually bring us in there. It's not like ES didn't tap into the gap yet either. We're getting close to this 15-minute gap. This is getting exciting for me a little bit. I low-key hope we can open up this 5-minute gap because I don't know why. I just like taking 5-minute inversions. So I think I should mention that my TP is the inverse fair value gap. 15-minute. That's honestly low-key. I mean, that's probably like around equilibrium of the range, like 50%. You should definitely looking like we could have a good continuation down. That's what I'm looking for. We're so close to this unfilled 15-minute gap up here. It's not like ES hit it yet either, so I think it's gonna get hit. It came really close to getting hit so far. Ugh, I'm tired. I'm always tired. You said same, my friend, same. Dude, there's no way we're able to edge this 15-minute. How close did we come? Like 2 points. You said we're finally getting the retrace? Yeah, me personally, I want it to come just a little higher. A little bit higher. We might open up this 5-minute gap too, which is nice. Honestly, if we're able to tap into like this 15-minute gap, I would love taking an inverse off of this 5-minute. That's like, honestly, right now, that's the #1 thing I've wanted to see all day today, to be honest. So I don't know. I just feel like if we're delivering from a 15, inverting a 5, we're in bearish order flow right now. I feel like that's just mad clean. Oh. Come on. It was looking so good for a second there. I thought we were going to hit the 15. I thought we were going to open up this 5-minute gap. I thought life was good. You said ain't no way it's going to leave us behind like that. Yeah, I'm hoping this candle right now wants to fly up. So honestly, there's 2 separate short entries I could see myself taking off this. I don't know if you said a retrace to the 5-minute inverse? Oh, I mean, if anything, I think it might be more of a retrace to this unfilled 5-minute gap we're about to open up. Because we're about to open up this gap right now. So obviously it's unfilled since it just got opened. Honestly, if we can come up a little bit, open up a gap, and I can get a short up here where I can go break even once we tap into this unfilled 5-minute gap, I would take a short like that. But if not, if I can't get that, then I would just take an actual inverse off of this 5-minute. You said, oh, sorry, I don't have the right charts. Yours looks different. You pay for it. I mean, yeah, I have TradingView Premium, and I also I pay for real-time data. It made equal highs with the unfilled gap. Okay, finally we've tapped into the unfilled gap, finally. So we've tapped into the 15-minute gap up here. You said for some reason Alpha Futures won't accept my payment? What reason do they give you? Does it just say like payment declined? I'm probably not getting a short to the unfilled gap though. So I was hoping maybe we'd open up like some 30-second in here. I could take an inverse off of, but this is the most excitement I've had from Nasdaq all morning, I'm not gonna lie. You said like they don't want my card, my banking info is right because I have price action is, I mean, I feel like it's getting a little better right now, but out of curiosity, what country do you live in? Is it possible you live in a country where it's restricted from trading there? Germany? For the heck of it, I'll check their website and see if it's on the list. I want to say it's not on the list of restricted countries, but I'll check. Oh, you said before I pay. Oh, if you pay with Stripe before and it worked, you're probably not in a restricted country. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. You'd probably have to. Maybe try messaging support. Yeah, I know they removed Stripe, yeah. You'd probably have to try messaging support, honestly. I wouldn't really know. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why they removed Stripe. I feel like Stripe was the better option. And now they have, like, coin payments. But, like, I don't know. I'm really not trying to pay for a prop firm valuation in crypto. I'm not gonna lie. So if we invert this 5 minute, I mean, I still gotta wait a minute and a half for this candle to close, but if we invert this 5 minute, I'll probably try a short because we're like respecting this bearish 15 minute. Interesting. He said I messaged support, but they just give me generic answers like, did you try again? I tell them I did. Interesting. I mean, I guess your last option would be maybe contacting the bank and asking why it's getting denied, but that is pretty weird. I don't know. Because I feel like no one wants to pay in crypto, I feel like. It's a headache. So we have a minute until this candle closes. You said my bank saying yes, though. I agree on my banking app. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty weird, honestly. So honestly, I think I'm gonna get an entry on this the way it's looking right now. I mean, we have 30 seconds until this candle closes. You said, would I honestly take that trade? Well, I think you mean like, would you honestly take that trade? I'm about to take it. You can watch me if you want. But I mean, we're respecting a bearish 15-minute gap. We're about to disrespect. At least I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to disrespect that 5 minute. I mean, I'll only enter a short if we close to this 5 minute. Why do I still have this marked as unfilled? So what are you targeting? Yeah, it didn't close through. So, I mean, honestly, I'd probably just go for a 1-to-1. But, I mean, we're trending toward this low that, like, down here. I feel like it looks more obvious higher time frame. I mean, like, I wouldn't necessarily target all the way down here. I feel like my 1-to-1's probably around CE of the wick, which is, like, good enough. But honestly, if I had to guess, I feel like we're trending toward that low right now. And sometimes, honestly, I know it's not the best idea, but I feel like sometimes I just be taking trades, like, in line with order flow, and I just go for 1-to-1. That makes sense. The only thing I hate, I have to wait, like, what, 4 minutes for this next candle to close? A lot can happen in 4 minutes. Do you know Nasdaq ALE? Yeah, I know him, yeah. So looking like we're coming to re-sweep that high. You said, you know, Patrick from PB, he says if an inversion does not happen strong or instantly, it's lower probability. I mean, yeah. I mean, I learned from the guys over at PB Trading. So what is NQ doing? Not too much, honestly. So we re-swept that original high inside that 15-minute gap. So, like, You know, the thing is, honestly, are we flipping bullish? Probably not, but like, I mean, yeah, we're pretty deep in this range. I wonder where is so equilibrium of this range is like up here. So maybe we want to come to like 50% of the range, then start moving down. He said, like, do you have an end to candles like 2 to 3? I mean, honestly, I feel like it's more like situational. I don't know. I feel like I just kind of use discretion. Like, I like if it inverses in, like, let's say, like 2 to 4 candles maybe, or like 1 to 4 or something like that. But I feel like sometimes if it's like a really obvious setup and it takes forever to invert, I might bend my rules a little bit. Why not? We have to be until we hit my take profit at least. I mean, it's looking like your take profit's probably going to hit to where we're moving right now. That's some move up right now. You say, is Lucid good like Alpha? I think Lucid's pretty good, yeah. I haven't heard any bad things about them. Said I wanted a zero account though. I mean, honestly, I feel like some of these firms, they all have like kind of similar offerings, if you know what I mean. The zero accounts are pretty nice though, I can't lie. So that's like 50% of this range. So honestly, I feel like for me to remain bearish, I feel like this is probably like the last area I'd want to see us tap into. Because look at it, this next hourly candle. It's like we came all this way down, but we're wicking back up and failing to deliver down. I'm not going to lie. The thing I'm thinking about right now is, for example, if we come all the way up here and we close through this 15-minute gap, honestly, I'd flip my bias and be bullish again, honestly. Is there a 30-minute gap here? Well, if we invert the 15, there's going to be no 30. At least here. There's a 30 up here. I wonder if I trade the weather model, it probably would have gotten cooked today. I wonder, is it sunny outside? Like, I gotta Google the weather. Oh, look at the... It says it's mostly sunny with a little bit of cloudy. Yeah, I would have gotten cooked trading weather model. We're low-key reacting off like equilibrium in the range pretty nicely, I feel like. Honestly, I feel like the only other thing I could really see myself taking is, let's say if we open up this 5-minute gap, and then when this next candle closes, if we like immediately invert this gap, I might try a short like that. But I feel like this isn't even the cleanest short, to be honest. You said I'm starting to lean back toward bullish, seeing a strong move upwards. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, lower time frame. Like, on the 1 minute, for example, we're definitely trending bullish right now. Like, honestly, for me to take this short, like, I'd want to see a very strong close through this candle. And, like, honestly, if we don't get that, like, honestly, if we don't react bearish now, we're probably just going to keep trending up for the rest of the day, honestly. You said price action making me moody today. I feel so unprofitable. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key feel the same way. Like, I know I make money trading, but like, yo, like, look at the results I've got in the past couple months. It's gnarly. You said I left runners. I guess you're bullish to go long. That's what's up, me time. What's up, Pillow? How are you? You said, what are your risk settings when you're funded versus getting more evals? Honestly, I just risk, like, slightly less on evals. Like, I risk, what do you call it? On the funded accounts, I'd be risking, like, 400 per trade. And then, on the evals, I risk, like, 500 per trade on a 50K. You said, took me a while to join the live. Since I have delayed data, I don't want to be spoiled by your live. I mean, yeah, live data is useful. You said, but we know that December, January, Feb are crazy price at. Honestly, yeah. And in my experience, I feel like March is usually when things clean up. I feel like in my head, I always say February will be better. And I feel like I usually get clapped like a little bit in the beginning of the year. The summer months, though, from my recollection, summer of last year was like beautiful. Price action. You said didn't take any trades today. I think I have more confidence with longs RN, but market sure did not provide any long opportunities. Yeah, not really. I first came into the session saying I was bullish, and I feel like I just didn't get any, like, by the time we got a retrace, like, the longs were gone, if that makes sense. Like, we already taken everything we wanted to. We were just dropping like a knife. Falling knife. So I think the market is based on one's mood. I mean, your mood can change your perception of the market, I feel like. So we have 2 minutes until this candle closes. Honestly, if I can get a good close through this 5-minute gap, might try this. I still have to wait for the close in 2 minutes though, but. You said I did hit TP on a long setup, but I don't count it as official trade, more of a what if trade. It's good you're thinking like that though. Said you got this? Thanks, Peter. We have a minute and a half until this candle closes. I'm not gonna lie. I know this might sound like a crazy thing to say out loud, but if this trade loses, today is gonna be one of those days where I'm actually like low-key not gonna be that upset if I lose. Cause I'll blow these alpha futures accounts, and I know this might sound so weird to say, but I just want to blow these and start fresh, if that makes sense. And they also have a sale going on right now, and this might be dumbass logic, but I just want to blow the accounts and just start fresh on the sale. Get cheaper accounts. Because honestly though, I feel like mid-year, I feel like they don't run discounts too frequently, if that makes sense. I feel like there's not many holidays, which just give them excuses. Because I feel like the alternative though is I could save the account and then just blow it next week if I keep trading bad, if that makes sense. And then pay full price. But yeah, you said because it requires so much effort to get back to zero. Exactly. Yeah, like I could like full port some evals real quick and just get back to starting balance, and like it would cost me a little bit of money, but like it's whatever. But so there's like what 15 seconds. I'm hoping this candle dumps and closes to this gap, because this isn't one that it's not the close I really want to see. That's annoying. So we did not close to the gap, so I can't take that just yet. Yeah, so honestly, I'll wait for this next I'll wait for this next 5-minute candle to close. And honestly, if this next 5-minute candle doesn't close through this gap, I'll just call it for the day. Bro said, we both know why you want to start fresh CPI tomorrow. Well, I thought CPI is Friday. I'm pretty sure CPI is Friday. But, you know, even if I'm not full porting evals in CPI, I remember my top step funded accounts. I'll full port those if I can't full port. I'm full porting something on CPI. He said I had the same idea for my account, but I already paid, and I think it'll take the same amount of time to get to zero. Yeah, I know what you mean, though, because, like, what, to pass an eval, it might take you, like, a couple days, and I know what you mean. So I still have 4 minutes for this next candle to close. I'm hoping it doesn't just dump right now. So I'm done for the day. Not bad, honestly. I don't think there's too much more to take advantage of on the day. Really. I feel like a lot of the clear draws have already kind of been taken, if that makes sense. So there's 3 minutes till this candle closes. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. I have a funny feeling. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this candle might chill out for a bit, and I feel like right before about to get the close, I feel like it's just gonna dump down here and just kill my RR. You said full porting session. I think I'll buy an account, what, for CPI? I mean, if you guys do want to pick up any accounts to full port on CPI, though, Alpha Futures is doing a 20% off sale for Valentine's Day. So you can pick up the 0 accounts. Those are 1-day pass. So, like, I'll be streaming live 8:30 to full port CPI. You guys can watch along, see how I do it, and you can try to pass in 1 day with those 0 accounts. And there's a chance I might be buying a set of my own 3-0 accounts for that. Like, for example, if I take this trade and lose today, I definitely will be full porting some 0 accounts on Friday. Oh, and I think I might have forgotten to say the most important part. I mean, if you want to take advantage of 20% off, you gotta use my discount code, which is code TIMB272. So we have, what, a minute and 20 seconds? You said, can you tell me what you think about FTMO? I think they are the best CFD prop firm. I just don't trade CFD prop firms. He said, also, guys, don't forget to like his streams. It helps him out. Yeah, I appreciate that, Uber. That is true, yeah. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button in the stream. I do appreciate it. So why that? Well, I mean, I know CFDs, they have like a lot wider spread, and I feel like the CFD prop firms in general are like ran better. I don't know, I just like the lower spread, and I trade Nasdaq, and I'd be like, I feel like I target like unfilled gaps, and sometimes they like barely get hit. Dude, what is this pullback? I want this candle to not be like, I don't want it to have a crazy wick on the other side. Yeah, if it closes like right around here, I'm okay with that, but bro went over to Twitch to say, yo, Vizon, where you at? That's bad funny. Honestly, so this close, if we close right here in 10 seconds, I will be entering this short. I'll put my stop up at that high. I'll just go for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So, yeah, so I'm in there. I calculated my stop pretty good. You said, what's up, bro? I'm cooking, bro. I wonder if Ryzen's taking the same 5-minute inverse. So I will be going break even when we take out this internal low down here. If I lose this trade, I don't even know why I put a stop loss, because if I lose this trade, I just blow the accounts. Fuck a stop loss. But I'll just go for 1-to-1. Yo, price action is... You said I'm done for today. I feel like if I'd get trade evaded. Yo, trade evaded. So hopefully I mean, this 5-minute gap up here maybe will hold us, send us down. I feel like I'm struggling to make this look clean. That's good like that. Honestly, since this account's so close to being blown, I'm going to target there. You said squishing the chart to make it look clean. Yeah, I gotta make it look good for the viewers. Gotta get the clip farming in there. I feel like from my experience though, I feel like I always get more viewers when I have like P&L on my screen. Yo, I think, I have to, I might have to spend like hours. He said, yo, Twitch gang. Yo, everyone's going over to Twitch. What's up, guys? It'd be funny though. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if I keep losing trades like this, I'm about to backtest until like I'm in pain. I'm about to spend hours backtesting. Should put it on my screen. I mean, I'm joking. Don't act like this, but no stop loss. I only don't have a stop loss because if I lose $100 more, I blow the accounts. Oh, that's too much. Bro said every 9:30 a.m. I'll have 4 tabs open: TradingView, Forex Factory, YouTube, and Twitch. It's a lot of tabs. Ooh, are we about to say RIP to these accounts? I wonder why. I feel like Me Time's name was Red. I wonder. I don't know Twitch that well. How do you make your name Red? Why is just his name Red? Dude, I'm like dollars away from blowing this account right now. You said I'm actually trying to figure that out, RN. I hate this green color. Said not sure. I used to be a Twitch affiliate. That might be why. Interesting. You said, are you gonna be Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna pick one. I feel like I'm either gonna full port eval or my XFAs, but I feel like I'm not gonna do both at once. Like, if I full port eval, I'll probably just leave my XFAs for another day to full port. Like, next month. I literally have like $10 in drawdown left. Like imagine if I go like $10 from hitting my loss limit and just get saved. There is an SMT at the high. Like, where my stop loss kind of is, like, well, where it theoretically is up here. I know ES actually took out that high and it's reacting off of it, which is low-key a good sign for me. He said, thank God for no intraday unrealized trailing drawdown. Yeah, honestly, I hate those. Oh, let's time to... Blake posted something. Oh, he said no trade day. Blake had 5K people pull up, though. Yeah, me and Blake kind of thought the same way. He was saying he was bullish originally, and then he said we dumped and he couldn't find an entry for shorts, which is pretty much low-key the same story as me. Well, I mean, I guess technically I found an entry for shorts really late in the day, but... You said, can I get the premium chart for $7 without TradingView Premium? You said, yeah, he said he got doxxed, phone number leaked, address leaked, all in that 1.5 hour stream? That's crazy. But I think, honestly, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but I think you do have to pay for TradingView. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but I think you have to pay for premium, and then from, like, any of the premium plans, and from there you can pay for the real-time data. I mean, I could be wrong, but... You said, I was watching an ICT stream this morning. He marked out an entry that I was planning to take this morning. Would have caught the short. Interesting. You said you do have to pay. I thought... I wasn't 100% sure I thought that, though. You said, is FX Replay free? Unfortunately, FX Replay is not free. But if you guys do want to check out FX Replay, go to my profile. In like the link tree in my bio, I have a link to FX Replay. Use that link and then use discount code TIMB272. That'll get you 15% off FX Replay. But I want to say it's like $18 a month for the cheaper plan or something like that. Oh, the more expensive plan is $35 a month, but the more expensive plan actually lets you have futures on there. Because the cheaper plan doesn't let you have futures.
Dude, this thing edged my stop loss. I guess I can have a stop loss because if it goes that high, I mean, it would violate the account for me. I literally had $10 left in drawdown. You said for NQ and TradingView. I mean, well, TradingView is built into FX Replay, but if you want NQ in specific, you got to pay for the higher tier one, which is like $35 a month. But I want to say, what, 35? You take... I said it's 15% off. Yeah, take 15% off that. Which I want to say is like 31 something, if I had to guess. I'm bad at math. Bro said I'm pink now. What's up? So how do you change it? Honestly, I was wondering the same thing. You said, what's TP for being in a short? Honestly, I'm just... Right now, I'm kind of targeting this, like, low down here from, like, 10:30. I mean, honestly, I feel like higher time frame... There's, I might get cooked right now. But at least I was viewing it as, like, we're trending toward, like, this low down here, maybe. Ooh, is this RP to me? Oh, you said what? Oh, what's the TP? Oh, it would be no, it'd be a buy limit actually, for a take profit. It'd be a buy limit. Because a buy stop would be your stop loss. Oh, yo, I'm not gonna lie. When you said you're cooking, I'm not. I thought I meant for some reason I thought you were taking this 5-minute inverse. Like, yo, I'm cooking up here. I wonder, are we in the same time zone? Out of curiosity. You said I am taking the 5-minute? Yeah. It's not looking so hot right now, though. Oh, you said was doing good this month, not gonna lie, but today and yesterday. I mean, yeah, I feel like price action's low-key been kind of rough lately. But, you know, price action can't stay bad forever. You said it's 6:21 p.m. where I'm at? Oh, you said me and Tim were in the same time zone? It's pretty cool, honestly. You said, I'm in it as well. We'll post the trade if we win or lose. I took it with reduced risk since it was after 11. Yeah, I feel like... And, like, I always say I stopped trading at 11:10. I literally took this entry exactly at 11:10. So it's, like, at the literal exact, like, last minute I can take a trade. I'm not gonna lie though, I always hate the inversions I take when it's like, okay, we closed through the 5-minute, and the second we close through the 5-minute, we're just going straight up now. You said it's 12:19 a.m. where I'm at every day. It's a midnight chat with y'all. Interesting. You said I took this on paper. I didn't like this delivery at all. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was kind of choppy. And I feel like this would have been a higher rated setup if like obviously like this was a 5-minute inverse. If this first 5-minute candle closed through, I feel like it would have been cleaner. But like it took 2 candles to close through. I mean, this was a strong close through the gap, honestly, but the candle closed at like the extreme of the candle. Ooh, I see. I'm below. Any minute now, it's about to cut me out. Yo, you guys can see my balance. I know I feel like Project X in general, I feel like it takes a second to recognize you hit your maximum loss limit. If that makes sense. Because I technically tapped my maximum loss limit for a second there. You said this trade really fighting for your life. He said, is your account now ineligible since it went to max loss limit? So technically, it's only ineligible. You said they actually give you $100 more. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but all I know in my experience, you can see, like, it's not going to tell me I'm ineligible until, like, the system recognizes it. So unless it stays here for, like, 30 seconds or goes really far against me. See, 97,500. It's actually taking forever to breach these accounts. I said, yeah, Matt, that would have been my stop loss. Dude, how is Alpha Futures not kicking me out of this trade? Said GG on a loss. Yeah, it does suck, but it won't last forever. Dude, are they going to kick me out of this trade? Like, you guys see my balance? I just want to see the message saying I failed. Which sounds weird to say. You said, bro, my first funded's not going so well. Well, I mean, it does suck. I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll go better. You said, what's the maximum loss limit? It's supposed to kick me out at 98,000. I'm sorry, 48,000. Like, I have $2,000 of a loss limit. And it's literally just taking forever to recognize that right now. I figured though, I mean, if it's not going to recognize it, I'll just leave the trade open, I mean. He said, I think 90% of traders have a bad experience with their first funded. I mean, yeah, that is true. Yo. No way it's about to do this. If this thing's... I'm about to feel bad for you guys if this thing stop rates and just goes... There's no way it'll do that. You said lost today. Tomorrow's another day. Thanks for the streams, Tim. See you tomorrow. Appreciate you stopping by, Uber. I hope you have a good rest of your day, though. You said no way. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I don't even want this to work out in my direction. I honestly want this thing to go against me. Like, I want to buy more evals to full port CPI, and I also don't want... I feel so bad about watching that stop raid. Bro said Vised got trade evaded. He said, yeah, I'm chill with this loss. Definitely doesn't feel as bad as yesterday. I mean, I feel like a lot of things did line up, though. It wasn't an A+ rated setup, but it wasn't the worst setup either, I feel like. He said new word, trade evaded. Gotta make our own little inside joke. Yeah, we got some of you guys know about Nancy, right? We got Nancy, we got Visited or trade evaded now. Yeah, I'm watching this thinking at some point it's gonna have to start going back up, right? Like, there's no way it's about to stop raid like this. Dude, Nasdaq been moving diabolical lately. It really has been. Like, that's almost like a perfect stop raid too. Like, and like, how, you know what the real question is? If I post about this trade on my Instagram story and I win, you said Tim really pulled the reverse psychology. Yeah, you know, I kept saying I want to lose this account. I want to buy fresh accounts to full port CPI. And now I'm about to be stuck with this account now. I'm suffering from success. But yeah, on my Instagram story, do I say I won my trade today? Because technically, I really should not have won this trade. Like, there's in no world should I have won this trade. Like, and I even considered, you guys remember, I said I might put my stop loss up there, and I was like, nah, I'll just let the account blow. It never blew. Just like my, I can't make that joke. Nah, I can't make that joke. I think you guys know where I was going with that, with the Valentine's Day jokes. Bro said loss on the week and no Valentine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's using out futures. Yeah. Yeah, I have the craziest joke. You know, nah, I don't know if that violates YouTube community guidelines. Nah, I won't risk it. I'll post the joke on my Instagram story. Bro said new theory, go into trades trying to blow the account. Bro, Vizon said my weekend is fucked. Dude, it's Wednesday. I genuinely can't believe we're back at break even though. This is crazy to me. Bro said I thought it's Friday. I mean, I do understand why you would think it's Friday, because technically it was NFP day. So I feel like NFP is usually on a Friday. So like, honestly, I get where you're coming from. You said taking a loss and having to go to sleep and getting up for the night shift is so humbling. You said, bro, add more contracts? I technically went below my maximum loss limit. I think I'm already in for enough risk. But when are you taking a loss and going to the night shift? Did I miss something? Oh. Oh, I guess. Oh, you're saying you're gonna take like a nap in the afternoon and get up for your. I don't know why. I was imagining you trading like Asia or something, and going to bed and waking. I don't know what I was imagining. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, you said no. I sleep in the day because I work nights. Interesting. I've always wondered like how that is to live like that. So it probably messes up your sleep schedule because like I feel like your body's used to seeing light during the day. If you know what I mean. You probably get used to it in time though. You said it doesn't mess up mine. I'm a cyborg. That's good. Bro said, "Imagine being a cyborg and still bad at trading." I mean, honestly, I don't think you're bad at trading. I mean, like, I don't know exactly how you trade, but you don't sound like you're bad at trading. I feel like, especially like if you're trading inversions, I feel like these are like rough market conditions, honestly. Huh. You said Tim? Oh, my cat? You said Tim, who's a guest? Was I talking about my cat, maybe? Because the video I uploaded yesterday was the weather model, right? I mean, I think in the beginning my cat was next to me, but... You said bro saw a ghost in your... Oh, yeah, the cat. That's my cat. Her name's Snooki. Yeah, I don't know. She was just chilling there. Honestly, though, you know, I was hoping... I'm like, yo, this is going to up my retention. I got my cat right on the scene in the intro for the video. People will click. They might be bored, but they'll still stay for the cat. Yeah, I have 2 cats. Bro said, does Snooki trade by any chance? Nah, she doesn't. She just sleeps all day. Why does it sound like someone's hitting against the side of my house? I'm gonna go look real quick. There's no intruders today, unfortunately. You said, bro, you're about to reach lunchtime? Spam W's? I mean... Yeah, I mean... I'm hoping it doesn't consolidate, though, around lunchtime. I want this thing to actually hit my take profit or do something. Thanks for the W's, though. You see, that's why you're called Nancy 2 Cats? Yeah, I actually used to have 3 a long time ago. She said, sorry, I was trying to see your computer. You're good. Bro's giving me an Asian name, thanks. You know, I know in Spanish, I'm pretty sure my name is Timoteo. Bro said open the blinds more. Hey, yo. Wow, this trade's actually in the green. I said, sheesh, nice fade, gang. Thank you. Yeah, I went to the barber, like, last night. Well, last afternoon, I guess I should say. I be going to the barber pretty frequently. I used to go every, like, 2 weeks. I be going every, like, 3 weeks now. I don't know. I feel like it makes me feel confident having, like, a clean haircut. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I want this thing to just either hit stop loss or take profit so I can just be out of this trade. You said bro has a date, I just can't prove it. Nah, I really don't. I'd tell you guys if I did. The closest thing I got to a date is that cat in my video. Bro said if Timothy got a girl, she'll low-key be a keeper. You're a kind soul, our favorite Nancy. I appreciate that. I mean, I think I'm a pretty cool guy, honestly. Bro said Nancy is insane. You know, I always wonder though, I feel like if I got a girl, she like, I'm not saying she necessarily has to understand trading, but like She'd have to definitely accept me talking about it to a point. Like, imagine now, like, I leave my, like, imagine, like, I come away from my computer and I'm like, you know what happened this morning? I got wrecked on the 5-minute inverse. You know, I got stop rated, then it ran to the unfilled 15-minute gap. And she'd be like, oh, I understand. He said, guys, I gotta head out. Well, have a good rest of your day, Vized. Appreciate you stopping by. You take care as well. I'm probably about to get stopped out anyway, honestly. Ugh. You said I explained trading to my girl, and she was like, ooh. And I said, oh, wow, you got it? And then she said, no. Yeah, I feel like most, like, you said think this will go forever. If I had to guess, honestly, I think it's going to shoot up and stop me out sometime soon if I had to guess, honestly. I feel like we're starting to get good bullish momentum. And honestly, I feel like if we were going to continue down, I feel like we that's not English. We would have displaced down by now. I feel like we wouldn't chop for this long and then go down, if that makes sense. And, like, we already had the sweep up here. Like, if we were going to deliver down, like, this sweep up here should have delivered us down. And, like, now we're failing to displace down. You said you're about to blow your account again, Tim. It's all good. Honestly, I'm just waiting for that to happen. And then I'll buy some more evals. I'll full port the evals on CPI on Friday. I don't know why it took me so long to think about. And then hopefully I can have a fresh set of funded accounts for next week. So like that one Joe Crossbow scene. I'm not gonna lie though, I want that message to come on my screen that the account's ineligible for funding or that I blew the account, because I have a joke I want to make on my Instagram story. I normally post my my results of my trades on my Instagram story, and you said soon we're entering lunch hours. Yeah, lunch hour starts in like what, 20 minutes? It'll be a banger thumbnail. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The thumbnail I had for that weather model video I liked. Only since I got nothing else to talk about, I'm waiting for this trade. I mean, I know I'm working on 2 other YouTube videos. One of them is gonna be a setup tour, so I can pretty much go through my whole setup and show all the equipment I use and everything. And the other one's just talking about how, like, I low-key kind of feel a little bit distraught with these conditions. I feel like both of them have some good value, honestly. The setup one doesn't have that much value, honestly. The setup one's just kind of like my setup, but I feel like one thing, though, I feel like when I try to record, like, psychology videos, I feel like sometimes they just all kind of sound the same eventually, if that makes sense. You said the weather video is pretty cool. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I meant to respond to your comment, Justin. I think you commented on that. I've been so busy lately. Said, yeah, I did. I appreciate that. You know, I'm glad I'm not really an emotional trader anymore, because I feel like if I was an emotional trader, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm going to lose the account. No, it's saved. I'm going to lose the account. Like, I'd be sitting here going crazy right now. I know, and this probably sounds crazy to say. At this point in time, I'd prefer if it just stops me out and blows the account, honestly. You said, can't wait for my first account. I'm planning on getting one by March. That's what's up. Best of luck, Pillow. You said it would depend on how it performs for the rest of the month and the following. I mean, yeah. That's smart, though. You're not, like, immediately going to the funded account. I know on the 5-minute chart, we're respecting. There's like a 5-minute gap above. You said Apex is available here in my country, but I'm having doubts. I mean, I feel like they pay if you request small payouts. Honestly, me personally, I think it's worth like just spend a little extra money. Oh, but I bet you said I wonder if in your country other firms aren't available maybe. I mean, honestly, I think Apex pays out to a point. Like they're not. I think they are one of the sketchier firms, but you said sadly no, yeah. I mean, I think Apex pays out though overall. I don't recommend people to trade with Apex, but I feel like if it's your only option, it's not the worst. They do have crazy. I feel like their list of rules is just so long though. I guess for the heck of it, I'll actually put a stop loss. If it breaks above that high, I mean, I'm 100% cooked. You said, what was your bias in this trade? Why did you take it? So, we tapped into, as we're trending down, right? We've broken structure. We're bearish, I'd say right now. We created this 15-minute bearish gap. We traded into it, and we inverted this bullish 5-minute gap we created. So like with time frame alignment, right? We're respecting a bearish gap. It's 15, and we're disrespecting a bullish. So I just took this inversion. I wanted to go break even when we took this low down here. But and technically, I really should have gotten stopped out up here, but I had a little wider stop. I wouldn't say this is like the cleanest trade I've taken, but I'd say it had enough going in the favor that I would be willing to take it. Yeah, I only trade inversions pretty much. But you said but you about to blow this account? Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty much about to blow the account. I've got like $100 in drawdown left. I technically even should have blown the account like up here, but it just didn't trigger me. Oh, you said Tradeify Apex funded next? Oh, dude, check out Tradeify. I like Tradeify. You said some genuinely sound so made up. I mean, no, I know Tradeify is good. Apex, I know funded next is, I'd say mid. Oh, funded futures network. I would not recommend them. Earn to trade's mid. Blue Nox is mid. Funding pips actually sucks. I think funding pips actually went down. They're no longer in business, I think. But out of those, Tradeify is probably your best bet, honestly. I'm actually working on getting affiliate code with Tradeify too. That's so basically just Tradeify. Yeah, pretty much just Tradeify, yeah. I know Bull Nox or Blue Nox, whatever you say it, I feel like they're kind of bred. I'd say they pay out. Funded Futures Network, I'm kind of sussed out by. Funded Next Futures is probably number 2, honestly. If I had to pick a number 2. I guess you're on the restricted countries list for Lucid and Alpha Futures. That's kind of annoying. Interesting. This is some interesting price action. We're starting to get a little bit of bearish momentum, it looks like. You said, what account would you recommend on Tradeify? Please note that USD versus my currency is a really big difference. So, I mean, the select plan at Tradeify is like $111 US, which I want to say is the cheapest option they have. So I recommend the select plan, but I guess, it literally sounds like there's someone hitting the side of my house. But, if you need something, like if you desperately need something that's cheap, I'd say go for Apex. But if you're willing to pay a little more, but it's going to be like what, $111 for like a select account Tradeify in US dollars. It's essentially a little more expensive than the Zero plan and Alpha, if you're familiar with that. You said, what's the difference between the growth and select? So the growth you can pass in one day, but there's a consistency rule on the funded accounts. In the select account, there's a consistency rule on the evaluation, but there's no consistency rule on the funded account. So I think it's better to have a consistency on the eval compared to funded. And I'm pretty sure the growth also has a daily loss limit, where the select doesn't necessarily have a daily loss limit. I think like once you pass, there's like two paths, they call them. So like when you pass the select account, you can either get daily payouts, or you can do the I think they call it the flex, which essentially is very similar to Top Step, where it's like you get 5 winning days and you can request a payout. What's up, JP3? How are you? He said, do you know of any good backtesting platform that's free or not crazy expensive? I mean, I don't know of any that's free. I mean, I don't really recommend this, but like, I mean, I've heard of people that go to FX Replay, they do the free trial for a week, and then when the free trial expires, they like clear their cookies or get a new email, or I don't know what they do, but they essentially just keep recycling free trials, if that makes sense. You know, this trade's never going to stop me out or hit my take profit. I would love for this to stop me out so I can go about my day. You said, yeah, thank you. I've never traded with a prop firm. I'm just learning. I've been trading options. That's what's up. You said, how many accounts can you have with a select? You can have up to 5 accounts at once, like funded. Which is low-key pretty cool. I know Alpha, they limit you to 3 accounts. So 5 accounts of Tradeify is pretty cool. I feel like Alpha knows we want 5 accounts. Like I know they've had polls, and like, what feature do you guys want us to add more? And it's like one of the options is adding 5 accounts. They'll probably do it one day, but not currently. Oh God, we're lunch hour is gonna be like in 5 minutes. He said, I'm debating whether to get this or not because 111 USD sound great, but I need to pay it per month. I mean, it does say per month, but the thing is, me personally, I don't be taking a full month to like pass an eval. Like honestly, like I just risk heavy, so like within like 2 to 3 weeks, I either pass or fail. If that makes sense. You say it won't be a problem if I were to get a payout, but then if I don't, I'll be dead. You get it? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm glad you get it. Yeah, exactly. So if you pass, you don't have to pay for it. It's only a reoccurring subscription until you pass or fail the evaluation. Then once you get to the funded account, it costs you no money to keep this. Like these alpha accounts, I've had them for I've had them for a long time. I mean, they're probably gonna get blown today, but like what I've been trading them. Well, actually, I've had them for a long time. I haven't traded them for a long time, but I only got charged once for these. Oh my God. Price action makes me want to stab my eyes out. Said, oh wow, I'm buying this shit. Oh, and I can't guarantee it'll work, but you can try discount code TimB272 at Tradeify. It might work, depending on when they give me my affiliate. I don't know even know if they're gonna approve me. If I had to guess, they honestly might approve me sometime soon. I don't know why. I feel like I get so much like happiness from watching this thing flip red to green. You said you still have a month to get a sponsorship, Tim. I'll use your code. Appreciate that, Pillow. I'm pretty sure they said they get back to me in 2 business days, and it's been like today is the 2nd business day. I mean, I don't really care if they take longer. I'm not in a rush. Bro said Blake is already too rich. I'm not gonna lie, I be thinking about stuff like that sometimes too though when I'm using it. I'm like, whose discount code am I gonna use? Because like, I mean, like, obviously, like, I used to use discount codes like you guys, and I used to think like, like Blake helped me a lot, but he's also so fucking rich. Like, does he really need my extra $7 from his commission? Bro said they better approve you while kicking their butt. Bro's about to pull to the Tradeify headquarters. I'm not gonna lie though, there's one thing I like about them. I don't know if you guys know their CEO, like Brett Simba. He honestly seems like a pretty cool guy. And I feel like not many prop firms have like a face, if that makes sense. Like I know at My Fund the Futures they have like Matt L, or whatever his name is. Matt Leach, I'm pretty sure, whatever his name is. But I feel like he's an interesting character. Top Step has like Michael Patek. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I feel like Alpha Futures doesn't have like one main guy, if that makes sense. What other prop firms? Tradeify has Brett Simba. I think he's cool. Lucid has no one really. I mean, I know there's some CEO obviously, but I feel like in my head there's no face. Brett Simba, though, I know he's been trading for a hot minute, because I remember when I first got into trading back in, like, literally 2018, I used to follow Brett Simba on Instagram, and there was, like, some other dude he was friends with named, like Kevin, something, like, he used to go by, like, TCX Kev or something like that. He actually, You said Tim B's prop firm's got a good ring. You know, I don't know if I'd ever want to run a prop firm, to be honest. But that other dude, Kevin, I forget. He used to go by like TCX Kev or something like that. But I remember he actually was in jail for a long time, and he like got out of jail and like changed his life around and became like a crazy trader. You said, what do you think is their criteria with this affiliate thing? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's probably harder to get approved for Tradeify compared to Alpha. Because I mean, no diss to Alpha. I feel like Alpha would be approving anyone. But I think I'd get approved. I feel like the combination of I have 25K followers on TikTok. I have an okay audience on YouTube, and I live stream consistently, and then I post shorts consistently. I have like 3,000 on Instagram almost followers. I have like what? I have like 2,700 on YouTube or something like that, I want to say. Oh, and I have my Discord too. I told them that too. I have like my Discord with like 300 people in it. I feel like it probably goes on a case-by-case basis though, I bet. Said damn, so I don't qualify at all. I mean, I'm sure it goes on a case-by-case basis, but oh, and one thing that probably goes in my favor too is they asked me, they point blank asked me, do you have any experience promoting other prop firms? And I was like, actually I do. So I told them like exactly how much I made with like Alpha and stuff like that, and I told them how I made the money. Cause I made this video explaining why I liked Alpha that got like 1.5K views. I feel like I probably definitely brought some sales in from that video. He said my resume would be like I'm Tim's friend. Oh, and the thing is too, like at Tradeify, I mean, like this is public information. You can read it. Like as an affiliate, for you to get paid out, the minimum to request is $1,000. So I'd essentially have to bring them $10,000 in sales for me to have any money like hit my bank account, if that makes sense. Which like honestly, 10K in sales like is a lot. Like prop firm accounts are a lot of money, but 10K is a lot of bread. Because you get, oh wait, I'm saying 10K. I'm thinking of the Alpha commission though, because Alpha gives you 10%, but I want to say Tradeify gives you a little more. So it'd probably have to be a little less than 10,000. But let's say roughly I have to bring in like $10,000, like roughly, let's say. I guess I'll look up my other monitor for the heck of it. I got nothing else to do. Oh yeah, so why not? I guess I'll show you. Well, nah, I'll leave my P&L up on the screen, but I'll tell you guys what it said. So it says Tradeify gives affiliates. I'll get 15% actually for the growth and select plans, and then I get 10% if you buy a lightning plan. But one thing I think is interesting is they say they pay affiliates $5 for evaluation resets and $5 for activation fees. But then it says the minimum amount to receive a payout is $1,000. Yeah. But it's whatever. Bro said, unfortunately, it looks like you're not blowing your account, RN. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, there's still time. I can still be hopeful that I can lose this trade. But... And oh, I know this might say break even over here. I know honestly, I feel like on a normal day I would go break even there. Honestly, just today, I'm either just going to hold to these lows down here, or I'll hold to my stop loss, or one of the two. Because I want to have some profit on the account, or I want to blow it so I can full port CPI. Damn, it's 12:05 already. I'm wondering at what point I have to start leaving for work. You said, are you familiar with FTMO? Yeah, I used to trade FTMO a long time ago. I mean, I trade futures now, and they're not like a futures prop firm, but I think they are the best CFD prop firm. We're respecting this tiny 1 minute gap. I think my screen might have froze. I gotta fix that. You said good trade, set TP at 24.9, unfilled method bro trust. There's an unfilled 15-minute gap somewhere down here. Honestly, I've been in this trade forever. I'll just leave it where it is, but we're just slowly falling off. He said, yo, Tim, it's 1:04 a.m. I'm going to catch some Z's. Have a good night, Pillow. Appreciate you stopping by. And I'm not going to, honestly, too, I'm probably going to, at this point, I should probably just do the recap, because I feel like once I finish my recap for the day, I have to start getting ready for work. Yeah, so honestly, I'm just going to move my recap. So, I mean, if you guys want to know the results of how this trade plays out, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is timb272. I'm going to post the results of my story of whatever happens. So you guys are welcome to check it out. But I'm going to do my recap of why I took this trade. So I'll move over to TradingView to explain this. So coming into the session, I did have a bullish bias. I feel like after NFP came out, like we're moving bullish, right? So like if we look like over here, right, we were kind of trending down, but we broke all the way up here. And I was low-key expecting us to like come down into these like 5 or 15-minute gaps and have a reaction out of them. But we never pretty much got that. Like I had to flip my bias because even though I was bullish, like I feel like once you see this type of reaction off of a high and we just start dumping after that, like I kind of had to flip and be bearish. And there were data lows below, which essentially is just like the wick of like a high impact news release. So we had NFP that came out at 8:30. So there's that wick. So I was thinking at first, I was thinking we don't necessarily need to sweep out this data low. We could respect the 15-minute, but we didn't respect it. We took out the data low. So I mean, I was looking for continuation shorts, but the thing was, like, if we look in this range over here, we never pulled back into any 5 or 15-minute gap really. And then the only really good pullback we got was now we've pulled back into this right here is a 15-minute gap, right? We've pulled back into that. I actually even marked out equilibrium with a range, which essentially is just 50%. So I used my like Gann box and I drew from the high to the low. So we hit 50% of this range and we were reacting off of it. And we're also reacting off of a bearish 15-minute gap, right? So if we're using time frame alignment at this point in time, when I took my entry, we are respecting a bearish 15-minute gap and we are disrespecting a bullish 5-minute gap, right? So in theory, we should continue lower. And I was looking to go break even when we took this internal low down here. We never actually hit my break even point. So what happened on this trade was I entered on the close, honestly, and not a bad close. Like I liked this candle closed at the extreme of the candle, showing like we're having good bullish momentum, right? But unfortunately, it pretty much came right back to my stop. Like my stop should have been up here, only because this is the last trade before I blow these alpha futures accounts. I didn't put a stop loss, so it came up here. It would have wicked me out, but it never filled because it took a second to realize I was below my maximum loss limit, but it just never registered. So I ended up holding this trade. I'm still in it right now. I normally would be going break even at this low over here, but only because this is the last trade on these accounts before I blow them. I either want to blow the account and get fresh accounts to full port on CPI Friday morning, or I at least want to have some profit in the account. So I'm either going to hold this trade until it hits these lows down here, or until it comes back up here and actually finally stops me out. But I'm okay with either option, honestly. I mean, like, I feel like this account that I'm trading right now is low-key kind of down bad. I feel like it would be nice for me mentally to kind of like a reset, if that makes sense. So, like, honestly, if I blow this account, it's whatever. I'm not sweating it. And, like, this trade, I wouldn't say it was like an A+ setup. I wouldn't say, like there are certain trades that I take where, like, I feel like all the stars align. It's so clear as day. Like, is this one of these setups? Not really, no. I feel like there's no really clear draw. Like, we've already taken all the clear draws. Like, we've already ran all this low resistance liquidity. And, like, for my target, I was talking about how, like, maybe potentially we could, like, there's this low down here, higher time frame. Let's say maybe we're trending toward that. But, like, I feel like all the obvious draws, like once we take out this high and offer reaction, what's the obvious draw down here? I couldn't get an entry to down there, like, using inversions. So, yeah. But yeah, honestly, it's looking like this thing might stop me out, which is honestly, like I said before, it's fine with me. But that was pretty much the session. So, I'll stay here for like a couple more minutes in case you guys have any questions. But honestly, I do really got to get going soon because I got to leave for work pretty soon. I got my job. That's why I'm dressed up right now. But, yeah. Oh, and also, Alpha Futures is running a 20% off deal. So if you guys want to pick up any new accounts, if you guys want to full board CPI with me on Friday, Alpha Futures is doing 20% off for the rest of the week pretty much. So if you use my discount code, which is code TIMB272, it will get you 20% off all evaluations, unlimited uses. So definitely check out Alpha Futures. I think they're a great prop firm. And also the zero plan, that's the one that you can pass in one day. So if you guys want to pull up on Friday and see me full port, copy what I'm doing, you can pick up the zero accounts and pass in one day, just like I'm gonna try to do, most likely. But yeah, and also join my free Discord if you're not in there already. It's in the pinned comment as well as on my profile. You guys are welcome to join that. Tag me anytime. I can't guarantee I'll get back to you guys in a timely fashion, but I do my best to respond to most people in there. And I'm trying to think. I said Discord, promoted myself, and also in case you guys are new here, I do live trade every single morning, Monday to Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I know today we might not have gotten the result I wanted, but if you guys like this, definitely pull up again. This is a regular thing. You said thanks for everything. Hopefully I can join a little earlier tomorrow. I mean, yeah, whenever you're able to. I appreciate you stowing up, Justin. But yeah, of course. And yeah, I said, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I mean, that's pretty much it. But I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you for stopping by and hanging out with me. Peace out.